Have you ever been going through life and you just feel like you are stuck in survival mode and it does not matter what you do to get out of it, you just can't get out? This video is for you. I'm going to show you how to get out of that place for good. Hi, my name is Tiffany Toombs. I'm a high-performance mindset coach that specializes in helping people reprogram the mind and the body so that they can stop surviving and start thriving. In this video, I'm going to share with you the signs and symptoms that you'll see in your body and in your life that show that you really are stuck in survival mode. From there, I'm going to share why we get stuck here and how you can get out of this place for good. Let's go. So there is a lot of signs that you are stuck in survival mode in your nervous system and in your body. Now, some of the most common signs are burnout or adrenal fatigue or high levels of stress for a long period of time. These are the biggest factors that we look at when we're looking at if somebody is in survival mode. Some of the more subtle signs that you will see is things like cold nose, cold hands and feet, a lack of appetite, especially first thing in the morning, only feeling good after you go to the gym for a workout, but feeling exhausted the rest of the day. And then despite feeling exhausted all day long, having trouble sleeping at night. We also see signs like having intrusive or really negative thoughts popping into your head out of nowhere are all signs that your nervous system is stuck in fight or flight. So, how did you get here? How did you get stuck in survival mode? Before I share that with you, I would love to hear from you. Which of these signs and symptoms are you currently demonstrating? Go to the comments below and let me know. So I would guess that about 95 to 99% of the population of the world has a nervous system that is stuck in survival mode. They are stuck in fight or flight, which ultimately leads to high levels of burnout, chronic fatigue, mental health issues, and a whole bunch of other physical issues like fibromyalgia all the way up to cancer. So how do we even get here? Well, when we are in periods of time, long periods of time, where there is a lot of stress or chaos, then our body starts to recondition itself to believe that this is our new default state. I call this a state of stress addiction, where the nervous system is always on the lookout for the next thing that could harm us or kill us, and the body cells are literally addicted to getting a higher level or a higher dosage of stress hormone, namely cortisol, every single day. Now, this happens for a lot of people in childhood. If you had a chaotic childhood in any way, maybe there was abuse or trauma, bullying. Maybe you had a parent who you feel like neglected you emotionally or physically. Maybe you had a teacher who picked on you. You had a parent who was a perfectionist or highly critical or compared you to other people. There's a whole video I've done on what can cause childhood trauma. You can check that out. But all of those circumstances can lead to a nervous system that becomes calibrated to stress and chaos, to survival mode, from childhood. Now, this can also even start when we're in our mom's womb, when she's pregnant with us, because the mom and the baby share a blood supply. And hormones, all hormones, even stress hormones, are transmitted throughout the body through the bloodstream. So if the mom has an incredibly stressful pregnancy, that can mean that the baby's coming into this world with a nervous system that is already calibrated to stress. Now, if it didn't happen in the womb and it didn't happen in childhood, it can happen at any other point in your life. If you have weeks, months, years, decades on end where you're highly stressed out, where it feels like everything is going wrong, where you feel like you're just keeping your head above water, then that can recalibrate the thermostat or the nervous system to being in survival mode. So carrying around unhealed trauma, carrying around emotional baggage, suppressing our emotions, looking for ways to avoid feeling our feelings, all of those things can get us stuck in survival mode. So how do we get out of it? I'm going to share that next. But before I do, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. I am putting out brand new videos and guided meditations every single week to help you recalibrate the body, heal the mind, and truly step into thriving by creating the life that you deserve to live. So go ahead, click that subscribe button and like this video while you're there. So now we know how we get stuck. How do we get unstuck? This process of recalibrating the body is a multi-step process. And we definitely need to heal any unhealed trauma or unhealed emotional baggage. That has to be one of the priority steps. We also need to look to decrease the inflammation in the body. Oftentimes, I will do this with my clients through a combination of healing trauma and also through healing the gut and metabolism. So few people fail to recognize that we are what we eat, and so if we're eating crappy foods and holding on to crappy emotions, we're really putting our body in a no-win situation. And so we want to do things like heal the gut bacteria, heal the gut lining by taking probiotics, prebiotics, consuming bone broth, figuring out what our food insensitivities are. All of those things can help us to get rid of inflammation in the body and to put the body back into a state of being that it should be in. We also want to look to include a mindfulness practice, whether that's meditation, time in nature, journaling, reflection time, having somebody to talk to that will hold space for us so we can feel and experience our emotions. We want to have that mindfulness time to allow ourselves to start to recalibrate and feel safe within the body. We also, in that mindfulness practice, need to learn how to interpret the emotions and the feelings in our body without it always meaning that we are in danger. When we are in a state of survival or fight or flight, we will tend to take every signal from the body as the worst case scenario. But what if those butterflies in your stomach and the racing heart didn't mean you were scared? What if it didn't mean nervous? What if it didn't mean anxiety? But instead it meant excitement. It meant energy. It meant something positive to help you move forward. So we want to start to reconnect ourselves to the body so that we can interpret those signs differently. So if you want more tools on learning exactly what you can do to eliminate stress from your life and to reset and recalibrate the nervous system, I would love to share with you my Stress Reset Challenge replays. I did a very in-depth training, over 6 hours worth of training on how we can start to eliminate stress, the hidden stresses in our life, and recalibrate the body. And you can get those replays absolutely free. All you have to do is go to stressresetreplays.com or click on the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.